All right, good evening, people. Good evening, good community on Edutainment for Us TV. So it's a lot of drama, drama after drama, drama after drama. So as reactors continue with their lazy work, Gintu and Marwa are dropping the drama. Now, many people thought that Gintu will be quiet when after coming out, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Somebody said he never learns, and I was like, okay. So then, if he never learns, then just let him be, because maybe the world can teach him better. Because if you look at the milestone between Marwa and Gintu, I don't even see why he should be bothered. And this thing of people keeping saying that you can't use somebody's content to do your content, I don't see any sense in that. It's only that maybe people will be selfish if you try to say people can't use your content. Because once you make your content public, let people use, for heaven's sake. I hear some are saying the problem is name calling. I don't know. Haven't I heard DEE calling Matiko the CEO of Jealousy? And I heard also DEE MWANGO calling Matiko's I don't know, something to do with that. So name calling is a common practice, especially most of our enemies. People prefer to call them by name. Something personally I may not prefer, especially in reactions, but then I'll point out some things that people do here and there. So guys, I saw something about echoes, and this is what he was saying. Somebody, this echoes man. Let me just check on him. I hope I'll get it very fast. So welcome on board. I wanted to start my reaction, and I realized that on trending was just finishing, so I stopped first and waited until it was over. So guys, welcome on board, and let's have our analysis here. And thank you for being a good audience, because you always come back for me. And as I fight for the minutes or hours, I know you'll make me attain my goal. So welcome, welcome. And we'll be getting somewhere. So, of course, Gintu has finally walked free from court. But then, is he free for long? Mayan hinted yesterday that he will walk out of court, and if he's not careful, he will be rearrested. All right? I don't know whether you... what is your thought? What is your thought about this concept? What I think is that Gintu requires people will advise him to go to tread carefully. Because Maro will not stop today or tomorrow. DEE MWANGO too. I saw how DEE MWANGO was celebrating that soon or later, Gintu would get it tough. So let's just check on that video before we go on to another different video, guys. There's a guy. What is that is falling? As an MC, I need to walk the advancement, guys. I've walked many times. It's okay. All right. You are there. Which cases were they building? Relax. We'll get to those ones, because I also pointed that out. Ivan Sabanmeo, welcome on board. Thank you. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed. So guys, I don't know whether Gintu actually needs to celebrate. If I was him, I would take precautions. But Gintu is whoever he is. So of course he is celebrating, but I think he should tread carefully. That is what I just think. And as for me, I talk about all this. I'm very fine, Evans Bamao. I don't know how about you. Are you fine? All right. Thank you for the like, and thank you for actually following the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, also consider subscribing and watching other videos. I'm still on the goal to actualize the watch hours. I'm grateful that I'm at 334. 3,334. So we are pulling it. We are pulling it. and we are only lacking about 600 and about 70 watch hours. I'm so fine. In Kenya, Evans Bamao, I'm in Kenya. So let's focus on the video. Kabak, hi, and welcome on board. Thank you for being here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed, and participate in our discussions. You can also make friends on the channel because we have so many people around. With time, of course, there will be many. Currently, we have 2 members, Evans Bamao and Kabak, and we will be having more. I am so optimistic that we will be having more. So guys, continue watching my videos. We have so many videos on the channel that I've done about my personal life, that is vlogs. I've also done even some cooking videos earlier on. I've done educative videos, entertainment, and I'm on my way to more videos. But currently, today I'm doing a reaction video towards what happened in Nyabohands. Of course, if you watch the Travel Commando, that is Marwa and DEE and the brother David Jr., you know, life in Nyabohands revolves around them. Sometimes they go complaining that people talk a lot about them, but it's just because they are the onsetters of whatever, pet setters of what has happened in Nyabohands. And if anyone has to blame or praise YouTube, then they have to praise or blame Marwa, all the same. So guys, let's get to the fact that GINTU has been released from court. Of course, Marwa was laying allegations of threatening his life on him. And I don't know whether he had evidence, because no one has actually come out with a clear video about what happened in court. I hear it is a mistake to actually record what is in court. I'm not so sure about that, because I always see the Americans court people recording, and I do not know whether in Kenya it's different, or why should it be, you know, considered a legal problem. I'm not so sure. Maybe somebody can inform me, enlighten me. Kabak or Evans, do you know why in Kenyan courts we cannot go in with a camera and take a video of what the proceedings are? I may wish to know. So, DEE was driving her BMW, and the brother was now having a Mercedes Benz. Arriving in court in a style, you know. Actions speak than words. So of course they wanted to prove a point. That is automatic. You cannot tell me you can drive all those vehicles when you could use one car to go to court. And these people keep complaining, we are broke. How can we fill fuel and go to this place? But then they had all the money to fuel their cars, Mercedes-Benz and BMW, and go to court. One love. So we call it one love. Samuel Maina, hi. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Thank you. And you can give a like to the video. I'm so appreciative with your presence here. It's great to see you around. All right. Habari yako? Natumai umzima. So let's proceed with our... Thank you for the 3 likes. I'm so appreciative. I don't know whether today we can target 30 likes, people. I hope so. I am very positive that we can reach 30 likes. And as for me here, what I'm trying to do is just look through this aspect of arrest and what will come later, DEE thought and what will come later. Now, what did DEE say and what is GINTU saying? That is why we always get to talk about them, because after release from jail, GINTU is of course sharing the problems you encounter by even sleeping one day in that dirty, giga-infested, is it even giga, or it's infested by which kind of animals infest the jail? Bed bugs and such, you know. So GINTU has shared that the place was quite distasteful, even for one day. And he's exaggerating details, but he should know better. If that is the condition there, would he want to go back there again? Or would he want to stay safe? because he can still stay safe and make content. He doesn't have to keep abusing and what have you. He can release information about the village and maybe show the challenges of this person or strength and what he expects from the villagers without necessarily, abusing people. But it is what it is. Character is like a skin. You cannot change it. Jonathan Leleu, thank you. Welcome on board. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed. And I appreciate for the great love and presence on this channel as we go through the reaction today. So Samuel Maina was here. I don't know whether he's still there. Kabak, Evans Bamao, and now we have Jonathan Leleu. So consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and share my videos. Go through the rest of the videos I've done earlier, and you can analyze. Oh, Ian Zenga is telling me, call me Ian Zenga. All right. Ian Zenga, welcome on board. Like the video. I really appreciate your presence here and for the great love you've shown to show up on this platform. Your presence alone is enough, Your presence as an audience is enough. John Leleu, Ian Zenga, thank you. You can like the video. We are targeting 30 likes today. We have 3 likes for now. Right. So let's proceed to our analysis. And of course, I want to start with MWANGO and what she said while driving her BMW.
All right, guys, I'm outside as usual, and I love driving every day. It's such a good thing, And we headed to court because enough is enough,
Yeah, so MWANGO started her video on the road at minute 16 and reminded us that enough is enough. That there is time in life when you decide that enough is enough. If there is a lot of poverty, you say poverty, bye-bye, enough is enough. If it's about suffering, you say suffering, bye-bye, enough is enough. If there is oppression, you say bye-bye, enough is enough. If there is failing in exams, you say, bye-bye, failure, I'm going to pass, enough is enough. So that's a very strong message for us. Enough is enough. We should always think that there is a way to move ahead. Now, I wanted to see what is enough, and she didn't say it, but she proceeded on to say something about the case, because we have been waiting. We had no specific information about the case going on, We are just operating on rumors. But now when we got here, I paid attention. Let me listen to what more she'll share.
And there's this one guy who is very notorious. He thinks he's untouchable. Primitivity.
Okay, guys, there is this one guy who is notorious. And all of us, of course, having watched her videos and watched Marwa, watched all about what has been happening around Marwa, we automatically know this notorious guy is automatically GINTU. So, by not mentioning, maybe is it safe? I don't know. I don't know, because I'm just learning from the game. I don't know. I'll be asking somebody to clarify to me.
No comment. It's a disease. You know what I mean? And you guys have been advising me, Dee, why don't you get him arrested? Why don't you guys? And I've been telling you, don't worry. Everything is just about time.
All right. It is about time. Don't worry. It's about time. So one thing with the MWANGO subscribers or Marwa subscribers, they make decisions for them. And sometimes they are too quick to say, do something. And of course, sometimes Marwa acts based on what the subscribers say, especially if they come along with the support. Just like what happened to Brian. At first, we never thought that Brian would be helped. But one person came and gave money, and he said, start a project for Brian, that is Mark. Yeah? And so the project began. Now, MWANGO has been getting people pushing her, do something to this guy, but maybe they did not come out financially to support the project, so that is why it was waiting. However, given that Brian's project was going on and donators were very much alert and giving he felt like, this is the right time. So the right time came and they did what they had to do. They had to arrest Gintu. I think you saw that video that was circulating that was indicated to have been deleted. And in the video, it was a clear exchange between Marwa and, Marwa and Gintu. I don't know if anybody has an idea about where specifically Gintu threatened, Marwa's life. They can let us know. I'm still looking for that. So, this is what DeMWANGO said.
He was arrested yesterday, and today he'll be arraigned in court. That's where I'm headed to. Okay, that's where I'm driving to. And Mara is at the back.
Yeah, that's where I'm driving to in my BMW. Possibly she just forgot to say that. But she had started by saying that I love driving and I'm driving, and somehow the camera had to play BMW. So, money is good. Make money and enjoy as you purchase, One of the inspirations we get around here, drive and purchase smiling. All right.
With his Mercedes
You see?
So, yeah. Guys, enough is enough, Sometimes people take kindness and just minding your own business as a weakness. But when the day...
All right, you people, you are taking DeMWANGO's kindness and minding her business for weakness. But one day, it will rain down on you. I had echoes from the village saying that JT's reaction channels was pulled down. I'm yet to confirm that because I've not checked to see whether I can watch anything on him. But that is what echoes from the village said. And he was like, I wish this village went back to what it was. And I'm like, okay, tell Marwa to return it to what it was, because it can only be returned if YouTube stops. And you don't want YouTube to stop. That is one of the cow caches in Nyabohanse. This is one of the villages where everybody has YouTube. And YouTube is making you people thrive. So why wish for that? Things can be positive at the same time negative. And if they have more advantages, let them thrive. I don't see how you can now begin saying that I wish the world goes back to when we were before YouTube. Maybe you should say, I wish the unity that was there comes back. That is what I heard from one of the people here, and I'll be playing it. So, DeMWANGO went on to say this.
It comes. He was crying yesterday, oh, Mara, please forgive me. We can talk. And you're like, we are not talking anything. Let's talk in court.
Okay, so Marwa declined. And it is indicated Gintu was crying. I'm like, can I see the video? I would love to see it. I would love to see that video. I would love to see that video. How I wish DeMWANGO actually recorded this and brought it to us. It would be real ginger. But it was not recorded, so she's just telling us orally. I'm like, I'm imagining Gintu crying. Did he really cry? Or is it the hula baloos of YouTube? It is what it is. So, Mario Swanda, is it pink? What is pink? Mario Swanda, I don't know what you're asking. Are you asking about my top? Or what are you asking about? Because you're saying, is it pink? Or are you asking about the BMW that DeMWANGO was driving? Or are you asking about the Mercedes-Benz that... the BMW by DeMWANGO is white, whereas the Mercedes-Benz by Marwa is which color? Is it dark blue? Okay. So, StreamWorld, guys, I'm in Gaza. I have no food. Please donate. Okay? StreamWorld, thank you for having to let people know that. Maybe you can actually have a platform where you can ask people to donate, and they'll do so. For us, we are still struggling, not yet even earning from YouTube, but we would wish to help, actually. For anything we get, we would wish to help. All right, so StreamWorld is asking for donation there. Maybe those who feel like they can help, they can connect with StreamWorld there. Mario Swanda, thank you. You can like the video. StreamWorld, you also like the video, and we will be reminding people to help Gaza because of what has faced them. Help a brother in trouble. Yeah. So thank you, those who are on board. And of course, DEE MWANGO went ahead to show that she was really, really happy. You know, sometimes, just like in government, how we were seeing Murkomen, so annoyed. We are seeing Murkomen, Sudi, Farouk, and the rest of them very much annoyed by people like, you know, the right of echoes of the war, you know, especially Gashagwa. Why do people hate such people? Because they are mocking them, sometimes revealing a lot of truth, sometimes trying to block their ways. And so, this enmity, you may hate even somebody you don't know. Or even if you know them, and you are once friends, you hate them completely, and not just hate, but loathe, right? That's an unexpected emotion from human beings. So it is what it is. In Nyabohanse, war after war. So guys, let's see Gintu. Gintu came out on Mayani's platform, and this is what he had to say. Let's just check out on this and see what he's saying.
1 million, he'll place it there and some here. So it's something that they needed Gintu to be placed inside so they can just go and rot to the prison. That's what they need. But to the end of the time, you can never judge somebody by talking about you have the accusations. Place them so they can just be a verdict of each and every kind of the party so you can assess and see. The judge is the person who can understand. And I am...
Okay, Gintu is still bragging, unfortunately. So the mission that DEE MWANGO had and the mission that the Marwa had, it's not actually achieved. It has not been achieved, totally. Streamworld is still saying, me and my siblings have not eaten. I wish I would be in a position to help. But I know those people are here. Maybe some of them will be in a position to do so. We are still struggling. In case we had any kind of strong support, we could easily have actually helped you. Because what we have is maize itself. We have the beans themselves. And we have maybe the bananas. But the cash is not here because even my channel has not begun earning. But I wish I was earning. Then I would just take part of my money and help Streamworld, because Streamworld here is saying that they are in Gaza, they have no food, they would wish for people to donate. And Streamworld and the children, the sisters or brothers have not eaten. So guys who are on the platform, if you're in a position to help, kindly help Streamworld. You can get connected through this chat and see how you can help. So, guys, when you look at Gintu, he doesn't look apologetic. And I don't see how he would have cried in court and said that, Mara, please, we can talk. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe if somebody brought a video, then I would trust. But so far, I am not trusting what DEE MWANGO was saying. Now, let's listen more to Gintu before we go on.
Because Maro himself told me very well that I will use even 500,000 and 1 million. He'll place it there and make sure that I am arrested and pinpointed and being taken there. And that is the case that it was. So it was in a way that they are having jealousy, having some ego, which is driving
Talk of ego and jealous in Nyabohanse. Those are two common vocabularies, jealousy and ego. When you listen to DEE MWANGO, he's like, that person is full of himself and he's a bit envious and all that. He's a hater. You listen to Marwa, he's also saying that they are masters of jealousy and they use jealousy to hit back, but nobody will stop. You listen to Gintu, he's saying the same. And every other person. So I don't know. Who says the truth? Is it Gintu? Is it Marwa? Or is it a common aspect? So we want to believe that Nyabohanse is born on jealous. Everybody then in Nyabohanse is jealousy, whether you are rich or poor. Because this word comes from both the poor and the rich. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's proceed.
Of the people to do such kind of the things. And I'll say it, because much of the people, they think about, okay, you are popular, and what is necessary is whereby you are talking about the police. The policeman told me that, oh, Gintu, you understand, They are talking about you're using their names. My question is one, who told them to be popular? Question number two, they understand that they're public figure, including even GINTU is a public figure, in a way that we are posting the content in the whole continent. All the continents are watching. You are a public figure, including when the president comes and launches the road. I'm launching this road. Are you going to be talking about the road was launched by who? You have to talk about the president of Kenya has launched this road. So how do you want GINTU to elaborate that I'm going, or this case it has been in this? Because I know actually this is the person who is having this at this moment. I have to say him. That is it.
All right. So from GINTU's point of view, there is an accusation on using people's names in the videos. That means that everybody else, even those who say Marwa is good or MWANGO is doing well, should not talk about that, and it's impossible. For us to do reactions, we must mention people. The only way you can avoid mentioning people is when you are doing vlogs. That one you normally talk about yourself and what you are doing around you. And in one way or another, even when you are doing vlogs, you end up recording some places and some people who are not part of the content. So if everybody starts fighting and telling us to stop, we would stop totally doing YouTube. How I wish people would just be open books. Let it be done. If you have no interest in what they are saying, just shut your ears to that. Yeah? Shut your ears, you know. They say sometimes you wax your ears to that so that you just thrive and go on without necessarily listening to what people are doing. Because the fact that YouTube has gone and the fact that reaction has gone, I don't think it will be possible to stop somebody from using people's content. Very impossible. I've seen so many times I have used Ogobina, I've used the Nigerian popular people whom we've watched since we were kids. And I've never had any questions from anybody. I also have a political channel. I always use Ruto, Raila, the Matiang'i, Maraga, and no one has ever asked me any question. So I don't know. This aspect of people thinking that if somebody talks about me and they are not praising me, then maybe their channels, they should not work or something. I don't think it's right. It's not right, because if you actually have a good heart, as people say, then you should just let people go on, because sometimes people correct with good intentions. They don't correct with enmity. I heard today somebody talking about hatred. There was somebody. I'll just be checking on somebody there and see.
How many people are just using GINTU's content? And why is only GINTU being spoken that I'm the only person who is using his own name? So at that artifact, the people are just supporting him. I'm very sorry for that one. Keep it on. I'm going to be making it happen, because we're going to be having more and more things to come. Still, the village report going to be coming out, because we have not stopped it. And that is the verdict I'm going to be giving you as we have more and necessary. The next chapter I'm coming in, I heard about Uncle Mo had done something which is not necessary. I'm going to be coming with the village report one from Mama Ann's family to understand what has been there and what is really necessary at that kind of the juncture. Right now, I've been given a phone, and with so many of the ways I talk about, I cannot even explain about how I'm up to right now be given a phone. It was something which was very headache. That you can even go with somebody's phone and be told that don't give it out. Because when you give it out, GINTU will be out. Or GINTU, we should not give it out, because we want to close that channel for good. And I don't know if they wanted to go with the phone, I don't know where, so they can just...
So GINTU comes out here, he tries to say that his phone was taken and they wanted to close his channel. How possible is that? I do not know. Because most times your channel, you are in control. You have the logins and all that. Unless the logins are on and maybe someone comes on and deletes. I don't know. Doesn't the phone have security? Because I don't know what was happening here. So GINTU now went on to share the problems in that jail.
Like 1 week. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So even I think we should visit a hospital. Oh. Maybe you have been eaten with some miscellaneous insect. I understand them. You will not be... I found them when I was in Kihanja Lokot, where I was very wet when I reached there. And I talked about I cannot stay in this kind of the coldest rooms ever possible. Think about this frigid house. Very small cube, and it was very cold. And I talked about, okay, I have to remove the long trouser because it was now the coldest one ever possible. That kind of an artifact, I say that getting there, and when I talk about most of the people, they have never got them there, and that's why they think about, oh, they're gonna be placing this kind of the people. People are crying there. Talk about
all right. So Gintu looks very sleepy and tired, but he does not want to rest because news is burning up. Do you know, if you get a character of gossip, or rather, this news he talks about, you cannot even have time to rest. You must make sure that you go on and on and on. Let's listen to some reactor here, because I found interest in some reactor. I just found interest in some reactor here. I don't know whether I'll get it or not. So the court had demanded 100,000 from Gintu. Instead of that being done, they revoked. Do you know they revoked the bail of 100,000? And there is a next court date that has been. Is it? No. The reality is that he was released. And the fact that new cases, or rather new allegations, were being raised. And so the judge said that you cannot raise new allegations, just use the former ones, right? Okay, so it is a tricky situation. And Gintu is not apologetic at any moment. No one should lie out there that he was apologetic, because when you see he's released and he has come out to say what he has to say. So let's look at his channel. Just 9 minutes ago, he released something again. But before that, I want us to go look at this. I want us to go look at something different here. I didn't actually know that the lady whom David Jr. visited the other day was Matiko's wife. And they went shopping with Dagi and brought a lot of goodies to this lady. So I want us to look at that briefly before we proceed back to Marwa and the project going on.
5 liters. 5 liters.
So they did shopping here.
Today is a big day. Guys, you see this one here, surprising someone from nowhere. It's a big thing, but it is what it is. Okay, this time round, surprise after surprise. Yeah.
So this is the house they were heading to as they were purchasing.
What we bought for her. But also, guys,
and this is a former wife to Matiko.
So, no, it's not a match that should come. Brother Dagi. What else, Brother Dagi? What's this? Oh, chocolates. Chocolate. It's good to be romantic, guys. You know? Huh? Okay, give it.
All right. So David Jr. Has been under controversial news. Of course, he was allegedly indicated to have led to the separation of Matiko and the wife. However, there are people who are watching them before, because for me, I didn't even know that this is the former wife of Matiko until somebody did a reaction. So, she had given birth to a baby girl, I believe, and David Jr. decided to give her a surprise. Now, it comes out that some people now begin to say the child should be tested on DNA, and I'm like, okay, hey, hula baloo after hula baloo. But in my thought, what I think that David Jr. is trying to just offer a good act. But the reality is that Matiko was a drunkard. And for those of you who have interacted with drunkards, many people are indicating Matiko had been physically abusing the wife. No wonder she had to go away. So, I don't know whether you continue to blame him or not. No.
because she's telling me this is for cooking tea. No. Hey, guys, at times growing in the village is something else. So she thinks this is for cooking tea. Like, yeah, where is the baby? Yeah, some people may doubt that. Where is the baby? But let her come. She's a baby girl. So guys, right now she lacks medication. Hata kupeleka tu mtoto. No, don't exaggerate, brother.
All right, so that it is what it is. It is what it is. So in the yesterday's video, I think I saw Matiko trying to express that he wanted to go visit this wife, but I don't think that would be advisable. He should let her heal, or unless otherwise, I'm not so sure. Because if they separated in that manner, then in an African situation, the conflict should be sorted also at a community level. But it is what it is. Nyabohanse, it is a different world all the same. And people think that it represents Africa or even it represents Kenya, which I reject. I totally reject, because other villages don't look like what is happening here in Nyabohanse. They don't. Now, let's listen to Village Echoes and whatever he was saying, whether he was selling a real narrative or he was just creating his own. Let's listen to what he's saying here.
I think this is the end of YouTube, maybe, because if Gintu will get out of the custody, I don't know whether he's going to continue recording video with the same energy, telling people lies, doing the same thing. You see? Sometimes we do things that our parents, they don't know. Okay, if they call even Gintu's dad to go there, maybe Gintu's dad, he has no idea about what is going on YouTube. What he knows is that maybe Gintu was arrested. That's all. Now explaining to him that there is something that is called reaction. There is something that, we bring problems to ourselves. We also bring problems to our parents. We also bring stress to our parents, pressure to our parents. And all of those things, we are just doing them on our own. Why should we do such things? And we are coming from one village, related indirectly. Our grandfathers, they were related. They are related. Same geographical area. Just because of money. For real, I believe that money is an evil. Money is the source of evil. Sure. Our village has really changed. How I wish we could go back to where...
Now, this guy, Village Echoes, used to do reaction. I don't know what happened to his channel. Now he's here. He's as well reacting, because when he talks about Gintu, he's just doing the same thing as what Gintu does. Only that the energy each one of them uses is different. Okay, why not Joseph Wambura is here, and he's saying that he's near Nyabohanse. Do you know these people, Joseph Wambura, in person? Like, do you know Gintu? Do you know Village Echoes? Do you know Traveler, Lucas the Traveler, Marwa, David Jr., and this other, Rosho even, all those people? Do you know them? Because I just wonder, the way they relate here and try to pass a message to us, I don't understand, because I'm imagining if I'm coming from that village, it means so many people don't greet each other, and then they are in terms of teams. We have those who are very much together. What if you are coming on the road and you see that team together, like 6 of them standing together? What happens? Do you divert your route and go to another route, or do you still pass by? That is my imagination. But the reality is that even though Village Echoes thought Gintu would keep quiet, he has not. When he came out of prison, he has already started making content, and he's promising he will not stop. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, let's go back to one of the videos that he has done. Joseph Wambura, consider liking the video. So let's play this one here. Here, another one.
everything is so fantastic. As far as everything is in concern, thank you very much. Everyone has been tuned, locked in. I saw much of the people talking about goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You are not above the Lord. And everything that you're going to be talking about, you hate GINTU. I'm very sorry about that one, because everything is systematic. And you cannot allegate GINTU with empty mouths, with no proofs, yeah? Exactly. So you have to make sure that you have as much as possible to make sure that you're going to be getting whatever you want. They want to understand, and they're here tuned in. I know them. Maro family, wherever you are, thank you very much for you being tuned, listening to understand what's going to be popping out. And also the team, the real G team, also locked in to understand how everything is just coming out, and everybody who is watching, who is neutral at each and every kind of the possibilities of coming out of this kind of the oh, I like the gypsum boards. It's written GINTU there, and also it has I talk about the kitchen part. It's already finished, so it's done. It's done here. It's only skimming. That's on the progress in terms of the kitchen, open kitchen. That's kind of an open kitchen there. So then they came in, and now we came outside and talked about, okay, what's the problem here? One of the officers, she told me she was a huge one. You saw her in Mayani's channel yesterday, as he posted a video from the talk about where they were just talking with Marwa there. You understand what I mean? So much of the people are talking about this is the lawyer. No, he was a police and biased a little bit in one section. I don't know why. And you can understand what I mean. I don't want to go to that kind of the possibility and that kind of the part. So when they came outside and told me that, oh, you know, your friend has filed their case, and it's just a small case, we can just handle it. Asked, who is that, my friend? I have many friends. Talking about, okay, your friend Maro has just written there, and he has got an OB, has written there, filed their case, and we want to talk. They came in an intention of talking about, we are going to talk about such kind of the matters. Then I asked them, okay, so what's the case? What's the case?
Okay,
And,
you're saying I don't know how some people are.
Talk
Okay, that is GINTU for you. GINTU will not stop. I don't think he will stop. Because I think he has been getting specific views because of this kind of content. And he may not just all of a sudden wake up and stop doing that content. He will keep on doing this content. Only that I don't know whether he'll tone down on Marwa, because he has been actually using direct abuse on these people. But that kind of content, I don't know, because some people prefer that, but it's not the best. Because once you begin mentioning people and abusing them, that is enough evidence for somebody to say you've been actually maybe harassing them, cyberbullying them, or even, let's say, we call it what? We have so many other crimes that can be used. And once they use your videos, they'll use that, and that will be enough. So when he comes here and he says that without evidence, I don't know. But the specific crime I think he was accused of, Marwa accused him of threatening. And when you say somebody has threatened you, you have to produce either those who witnessed and they state statements which you said, or you have a video, you record a video. Just like if you look at, yeah, so of course, after his release, he has come out and spoken a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, JT podcast has lost the channel. Maybe you are yet to know why he lost, and it's a very sad thing, because actually building a channel is not easy. Building a channel to 5,000 subscribers, then losing it, it's not a joke. And I don't know for whatever reason, but he has lost it.
First, they told me that you went to disturb him in his home, and you went to his home to disturb him. I asked about, are you really understanding how the things are? And can you understand, can you give me a proper way of how he has just talked about? Because I don't understand that one, this is a case. How is that one a case? Because I never went there. Then she talked about, it's an accusation. He's accusing you of threatening. I talked about threatening when? Talked about yesterday. Now it was on Saturday. And I asked about, okay, on Saturday. It was on Saturday. So I sensed about what was there because I had posted a video and it was deleted. Now I started sensing about what was coming. Then I talked about, okay, is that the only thing that he needs? Yes, we can just go and talk. So where is he? Is he in the station? Yes, he's in the station. So if he's in the station, you could have called me because I'm not fearing that you are a police, you will come and whatever. She said that Amaro told them that they are coming. Hey, the dogs here, security is very tight. Where? Kuja. You are a very bad man, and they should come here while they are prepared, and they should carry guns so they can just come here, and they might find that there are much of the villagers here who could resist my arrest in terms of that one, or I could resist. And I talked about there's no problem. So that's why you have carried so big guns here. They talked about, yeah, you can see how we are capable of handling much of the matters, and we came here understanding that the village. You understand now the villagers were full of this side because this one here, so you understand it's really reflecting to the German outside here also, and you can understand what I mean. So at that point, if you go there, you are done. My friend, that place is for everybody. Everybody has to get it. And nobody should ever intimidate you that, oh, a police station, a police station, a police station. It's for everybody. That's why it's gonna...
So you see, as I told you, Gintu will come out and brag about having been there and been released. So he's actually putting on airs. And I really wish that maybe next time he be cautious and he really checks on what he does. Because the problem is, as he does this, the other people will want to show him again that they are powerful. And they have more money. They have more money that maybe than what he has. And if I was him, I would focus to finish this project that is just standing in front of. Finish the project and, get to move. But unfortunately for him, he is bragging again.
And if you want to correct the other person, you can correct them. And it's not meant for only one person. Including, I can just quote, even we had the talk about the former presidents. Yesterday, talk about the last regime. It was having both of them who were in ICC. And what's the problem? Even them, even whoever is anyone, including them, he can just be gotten there.
Okay.
Whatever you are doing and whatever, I talked, okay, I was not having any problem. Let me leave. And they were talked about there a lot of water. And imagine that's where you always help yourself in terms of the same cell. That's where...
So you actually realize that the very first video Gintu has decided to make. He is still talking about how anybody will end up in prison and how that place is for all of us and all that, right? So, it is what it is. You've heard from Echoes, you've heard from Gintu, you've heard from that. Of course, I saw in another reaction how Marwa had indicated that he had been threatened. I'm not so sure about that. And I don't know whether it's true or false, whatever allegations they have or whatever reactions they have. But we'll be getting to move on to other stuff. So let's get to another area here. A different video. We still have about 11 minutes. But the reality is that Nyabohanze is full of dramas. People have to create a lot of fuss. And also, one thing that I'm realizing that Nyabohanze, when YouTube invaded, a lot of people got in, and it seems there is little space for everybody to make content. Because if, for example, one village, 50 people making content, and you want to show about the same village, that will be repetitive content and people lack some of the content, because some are not focused towards teaching or showing something different. All of them just want to show constructions going on, the road being launched, maybe showing something. So they are trying to actually break the tension and create new information from courts, you know, and from different areas. But it is what it is. If jealousy is the common vocabulary here, and maybe you come from this village, the only thing you can do is to focus on your matters and learn to invent. You invent so that you use other contents, because there is content possibly. I always see YouTube, for example. If people are able to rear fish and talk about that, I've not seen somebody who seriously talks about that. I've only seen the traveler and farmer showing something to do with chicken. Someone can come up with serious content about maybe goats, sheep. Somebody can also build content around, let's say, uh, apart from sheep, cows, and all that, you know. Maybe an orchard, somebody doing orchard farming, so that we don't see a lot of drama from Nyaboanza all the time. And it's impossible to compete Marwa or DEE because these people have grown, they have a wide range of audience, they have a wide range of support. So that in itself gives them a large following. When they do even a live stream, the kind of people who watch them are very many, and they're incomparable to others who do the same. So of course we see GINTU, Masubo, Percy, Paris, you know, all those doing videos. But the reality is that when we watch DEE or Maro, when they start a live stream, they are supported by a lot of people because they have traveled in many countries. So if only people understand that and they stop attacking on that basis, it will be okay. But as Echoes has said, the fight in this village is over donations. So one person gets maybe 100 donations, somebody gets 2 and they feel bad about it, and so they have to start a war. All of them are begging and also doing some kind of trying to show that they are doing charity, sometimes not doing it well, sometimes eating some of that money, but they still go on and attack each other. You find that they are doing content, they do content targeting each other. So it becomes drama for us, at the same time, a reaction for us, a reaction basis.
For me.
So let's see this one.
She ever hosted me there in Italy, and she sent me 20,000 Kenyan shillings. You can imagine. I'm not even like, wow, I can. But it's because I do good. Yes. So when she was having her wedding, I sent her a gift. Same way. I was like, you know what? This is a special day. I wish I could attend, but I cannot attend. Here's a gift for you. Yeah, that is so today she surprised me with 20. Uncle, you know what 20,000 means? That's a lot. Yes, the village. That's a lot, man. That is somebody's salary. I'm telling you. 20,000? Yeah. 1, 2, 3 until 12. Wow. Who will give you? Who? Nobody. Can buy a lot of I'm telling you. Also, somebody sent me Campbell. I woke up in the morning, I got an M-Pesa from Campbell via Sendwave in the US. Also, I woke up, my nail technician. She has been doing my nails for the past almost 5 years. Wow. And she surprised me with 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Wow, that's a blessing. Because I also normally show up for her birthday. But me, I do it and I don't expect anything in return. I think 2 or 3 of her birthdays in a row, something funny, I've always been around. So I take her out for a date, we eat, I buy her gifts, and I was so happy today. She sent me 10,000. Uncle, you know, nail technician, it's not easy, uncle, to make 10,000 Kenyan shillings to send someone. You have to collect it for a while. Of course. So my heart is full. I really appreciate you guys. That was so good. And some other gifts are still on my email. A lot of them are still sending me gifts and all that. Even being here, guys, it's a gift. Yeah, of course. And you know one thing I appreciate, Uncle, because people show me love when I'm still in good health. Yes, that's true. You know, I'm in good health and I'm alive. Exactly. You know, some people, they will only come to when you're not there. True, right. Then they will write paragraphs from top to bottom.
Okay, don't wait to write paragraphs in DEE absence. Keep sending gifts. keep sending gifts just when she's alive, you know. Of course, there is a message she says that is very true. Most of the times, there are people even in our families who don't care about our presence. They only know us because they were born with us, maybe cousins, an aunt's son or an aunt's daughter. And they'll only meet you during funerals and, link up and talk about this or that, just as a story to cover up for the day. But regardless of the challenges you've gone through, the troubles you've gone through, they don't give a damn. So whatever she's saying here is quite true. But then I think as she keeps exposing this, there are now those who watch and they're annoyed about it because maybe they are not getting the same. And that is the war we are seeing in this place, you know. Like some people are on top while others are below, you know. Others are below. So we have even people in Kenya who are struggling, but they must send even 200 to her, you know. I can even see that Wagwan here is struggling to see. Wagwan, Wagwan, Wagwan. Look at that face.
Auto crying and be like, oh my God, look at this. Oh, the world is very unfair. But guys, I appreciate you for supporting me, for loving me. Big time. I can't wait. I love when I show up for somebody. I show up like I really wanted to show up.
Exactly.
It's not like 50-50. I put myself together and say, today I am coming.
Yes.
So I can't wait.
You put in 100%.
Thank you so much. You know, I know she will watch this later. Black
Yes.
Forest Princess, I love you so much. Thank you for always being there for. She's an understanding friend.
Yeah.
Uncle, you know the life that we live, not many people will understand.
No,
you.
not.
People will think you don't want to be friends with
Exactly.
people. But that's not the case.
No. You have to have understanding and know that, you know.
And that's why I love having, like, not so many, but
Yes,
just those who can understand.
Yes.
Because they will change. You see the chicken in the wedding. Why am I saying this wedding thing? The chicken in the birthday.
You are going to wed. All right, so MWANGO is actually having a nice moment while sitting there because donations are flying into her channel, into her email, into everywhere. So people, the haters, do good, and let your heart be filled with love, and you will be celebrated while still alive. You will not hate people in your 40s, and you will not be bitter, and you'll have a plenty life. Yeah, so we've come to an end. Of course, we've taken a 1 hour, and I really appreciate for those who are present. Of course, it is what it is. We'll meet again later in other videos because I'm still having a goal to actually attain the watch hours. So thank you so much and have a blessed day.